As you get older, evenings can feel heavier on your body. Meals sit longer, your stomach feels uncomfortable, and sleep becomes harder after eating. This video explains why digestion often worsens at night as you age and why this change is usually normal. If you're over 40, nighttime digestion may feel very different than it used to. A dinner that once felt normal now feels heavy. Your stomach feels full for hours. You may notice bloating, pressure, or discomfort as the night goes on. Sometimes the discomfort doesn't appear until you lie down, and once it starts, sleep becomes harder to reach. Many people assume this means their digestion is failing. They worry their stomach is becoming weak. They worry something serious is developing. But for most people, this change is not a disease. It's a shift in how the body manages energy as it ages. At night, your body is designed to slow down. Digestion becomes less of a priority. Rest and recovery take over. This transition happens gradually over time. You don't feel it in your 30s, but after 40, the difference becomes noticeable. The problem is not usually the food itself, it's the timing, it's the position of your body. It's the way your nervous system responds to the end of the day. Nighttime digestion is deeply connected to sleep rhythms. Hormones change, blood flow changes, muscle activity slows. All of this affects how food is processed. Understanding this helps remove fear. It also helps explain why digestive discomfort at night feels so persistent. And most importantly, it helps you stop blaming your body for something that is actually a normal part of aging. One of the biggest changes in digestion after 40 is speed. The digestive system still works, but it works more slowly. The muscles that move food through the stomach and intestines lose a bit of strength over time. This process is called digestive motility. When motility slows, food stays in the stomach longer. During the daytime, this is rarely noticeable. You're upright, you're moving, gravity helps digestion continue smoothly. At night, this support disappears. You sit longer. You lie down. Movement is reduced. Digestion must rely entirely on muscle activity. When those muscles are slower, fullness lasts longer, pressure builds, discomfort becomes more noticeable. Another change involves stomach acid production. In younger adults, acid levels are often strong and consistent. After 40, acid production can fluctuate. Sometimes it decreases slightly. This doesn't stop digestion, but it does slow the breakdown of food. Slower breakdown means food remains in the stomach longer. This increases the feeling of heaviness, especially at night. At the same time, the valve between the stomach and the esophagus becomes more sensitive. This muscle is meant to stay closed during digestion. As we age, it can relax more easily. When you lie down, gravity no longer helps keep food in place. Pressure increases upward. This can cause discomfort even without classic heartburn. Another important factor is the nervous system. Digestion is controlled by the parasympathetic nervous system. This system works best when the body feels calm. After a long day, stress accumulates. Even mild stress affects digestion. The body becomes less efficient at processing food. At night, your nervous system begins shifting towards sleep mode. This shift reduces digestive activity. Blood flow moves away from the digestive organs. Energy is conserved. This is not a flaw. It's a survival mechanism. Your body is prioritizing repair and recovery. However, when digestion overlaps with this transition, discomfort appears. This is why late meals feel worse after 40, not because digestion is broken, but because it's being asked to work during a time meant for rest. The digestive system hasn't failed, its schedule has changed. Understanding this shift allows you to respond differently. Instead of forcing your body to digest like it did at 30, you can begin adjusting timing and expectations. That adjustment alone can significantly reduce nighttime digestive discomfort. One of the biggest reasons digestion feels worse at night is body position. During the day, gravity assists digestion. Food naturally moves downward through the digestive tract. Even when digestion is slow, gravity helps reduce pressure. At night, this advantage disappears. When you lie down, food no longer stays settled in the stomach. Pressure spreads more evenly inside the abdomen. This makes fullness more noticeable. It also increases the chance of discomfort. After 40, this effect becomes stronger. The muscles that keep stomach contents in place relax more easily. This doesn't mean they are weak, it means they respond differently with age. When you lie flat, stomach contents press upward. This can create a sensation of heaviness in the chest or upper abdomen. Sometimes it feels like bloating, sometimes it feels like pressure, sometimes it simply feels uncomfortable. Even without acid reflux, this pressure can disturb sleep. Another factor is breathing. When lying down, breathing becomes shallower. Shallow breathing reduces gentle movement in the abdomen. This movement normally helps digestion continue. Less movement means digestion slows further. Your body is also preparing for sleep. Muscle tone decreases. Energy is conserved. The digestive system is no longer a priority. Late meals force digestion to compete with sleep processes. This competition creates discomfort. It's not a failure of digestion. It's a timing conflict. As we age, the body becomes less flexible with timing. It prefers clear transitions. Eat earlier, digest earlier, rest later. When these boundaries blur, symptoms appear. This is why digestion often feels fine during the day, but feels uncomfortable at night. The digestive system hasn't changed dramatically. The context has. Understanding the role of posture helps reduce anxiety. Discomfort after lying down doesn't automatically mean disease. It usually means your body prefers digestion while upright. This preference increases with age. Working with this change is far more effective than fighting it. Stress plays a much larger role in nighttime digestion after 40. Even if you don't feel stressed, your nervous system may still be activated. The body remembers the entire day. Mental effort accumulates. Emotional tension builds quietly. By evening, the nervous system is rarely fully relaxed. Digestion depends on relaxation. It requires the parasympathetic nervous system to function efficiently. As we age, the balance between stress and relaxation becomes more fragile. Small stressors have bigger effects. Even mild worry can slow digestion. This doesn't mean you are anxious, it means your nervous system is more sensitive. At night, your body tries to shift into recovery mode. Heart rate slows, blood pressure lowers, breathing becomes calmer. But if digestion is still active, this transition becomes harder. The nervous system struggles to support both digestion and sleep at the same time. This conflict creates discomfort. It also creates restlessness. Many people feel uneasy in the stomach without pain. This sensation often goes unexplained. It's not caused by food intolerances, it's caused by nervous system overload. After 40, stress recovery takes longer. The body doesn't reset instantly in the evening. Digestion reflects this delay. Your stomach becomes a signal center. It reacts to mental load. It reacts to emotional strain. It reacts to unfinished tasks. This is why nighttime digestion often improves on calm days and worsens on busy ones. The food hasn't changed, the nervous system has. Understanding this connection reduces fear. Digestive discomfort does not always originate in the gut. Often it starts in the brain. As the nervous system ages, it demands gentler transitions, slower evenings, clearer routines, less stimulation before bed. When the nervous system feels safe, digestion improves naturally. This is not about control. It's about cooperation. Listening to these signals helps restore balance, and balance is the key to calmer digestion at night. After 40, the timing of meals matters more than the food itself. Your body no longer adapts quickly to late eating. Digestion and sleep begin to compete with each other. In younger years, the body could handle this overlap. After 40, it becomes less forgiving. Eating late keeps the digestive system active. At the same time, your brain is preparing for sleep. These two processes work in opposite directions. Digestion requires energy. Sleep requires slowing down. When both happen at once, discomfort appears. The stomach remains active longer. Blood flow stays directed toward digestion. This delays the body's natural wind-down process. As a result, digestion feels heavier, sleep feels lighter. Neither process works efficiently. Late meals also affect hormone release. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, rises in the evening. Melatonin naturally reduces digestive activity. When you eat late, digestion must fight against this hormonal shift. This struggle slows digestion further. Food stays in the stomach longer. Fullness becomes uncomfortable. Bloating increases. Pressure builds. Another issue is insulin sensitivity. After 40, insulin response becomes slower at night. This means glucose remains elevated longer. Elevated glucose keeps the body alert. Alertness interferes with sleep depth. Poor sleep then worsens digestion the next day. This creates a cycle. Late eating leads to poor sleep. Poor sleep leads to slower digestion. Slower digestion increases nighttime discomfort. The cycle repeats. Many people blame specific foods. They eliminate entire food groups, but timing is often the real issue. Even healthy meals can cause discomfort when eaten too late. The digestive system simply isn't meant to work hard at night after 40. This doesn't mean you must eat very early. It means your body prefers consistency. Clear boundaries between eating and sleeping become essential. When meals end earlier, digestion finishes earlier. The body transitions smoothly into rest. Discomfort decreases naturally. Sleep improves. This change often feels dramatic, not because digestion is fixed, but because it is no longer being forced to work against the body's natural rhythm. As we age, the digestive system becomes more sensitive, not weaker. Sensitivity means stronger reactions to small changes. Small portions feel larger. Normal meals feel heavy. Minor stress feels amplified. This sensitivity is partly physical. the stomach stretches less easily with age. Nerve signals from the gut become more noticeable. The brain receives clearer signals of fullness. This is protective. Your body is preventing overload. However, it can feel uncomfortable. Another factor is inflammation. Low-level inflammation increases naturally with age. This doesn't cause pain, but it increases sensitivity. The digestive tract becomes more reactive. This reaction is especially noticeable at night. At night, the body is quieter. Signals feel louder. Sensations that were ignored during the day become noticeable. This is why digestion feels worse at night, not because digestion worsens, but because awareness increases. The aging brain also processes sensations differently. It becomes more attentive to internal signals. This includes digestion. As external stimulation decreases, internal sensations stand out. This is normal neurological aging. Another overlooked factor is hydration. After 40, dehydration affects digestion more strongly. Even mild dehydration slows digestion. At night, fluid intake often decreases. This further slows digestive movement. Sensitivity increases again. Sleep posture also contributes. Certain positions compress the abdomen. This increases pressure. Pressure increases sensation. Sensitivity rises. All of these factors combine. None of them are dangerous, but together they create discomfort. Understanding sensitivity changes perception. Discomfort does not mean damage. It means your system is communicating more clearly. Listening to these signals allows adjustment. Ignoring them creates resistance. Resistance increases discomfort. Cooperation reduces it. This shift in mindset often brings relief even before habits change. Supporting digestion at night after 40 is not about strict rules. It's about alignment. Your body is no longer designed to multitask aggressively in the evening. It prefers simplicity, predictability, gentle transitions. One of the most effective changes is timing. Ending meals earlier gives digestion time to complete before sleep. This doesn't mean skipping dinner. It means allowing a clear gap between eating and lying down. Even a small adjustment can help. Another important factor is meal size. Large meals demand more digestive effort. At night, that effort feels heavier. Smaller portions reduce pressure. They also reduce nervous system activation. This makes digestion quieter. Food choice matters less than many people think. Consistency matters more. Eating similar foods at similar times helps the digestive system predict demand. Predictability improves efficiency. Eating slowly also becomes more important with age. Slower eating reduces air intake. It improves stomach signaling. It prevents overeating without restriction. Posture plays a role as well. Remaining upright after meals supports digestion. Even gentle movement helps. A short walk signals the body to continue processing food. This reduces stagnation. Hydration supports digestive movement. Adequate fluids keep digestion flowing, but heavy drinking right before bed can increase discomfort. Balance is key. Breathing is another overlooked tool. Slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This directly supports digestion. It also prepares the body for sleep. Stress reduction doesn't require elimination, it requires boundaries. Creating a clear evening routine helps the nervous system transition. Less stimulation, less urgency, more predictability. Digestion responds positively to calm environments. Sleep improves as digestion improves. These changes are not about fixing a broken system. They're about respecting an aging one. Your body is not failing, it is communicating. When you listen instead of resisting, discomfort often decreases naturally. This approach supports digestion without forcing control, and that is exactly what the aging body responds to best. Nighttime digestive discomfort after 40 can feel alarming. It often appears suddenly. It interrupts sleep, it creates worry, but in most cases it is not a sign of disease. It is a sign of change. Your digestive system is still working. It is simply working within a new rhythm. Slower movement, greater sensitivity, stronger influence from posture, stress, and timing. These changes are normal. They reflect how the body shifts priorities with age. Rest becomes more important. Recovery becomes more important. Digestion adjusts accordingly. When discomfort appears, it does not mean damage is happening. It means digestion is overlapping with rest. Understanding this removes fear. Fear increases tension. Tension worsens digestion. Clarity breaks that cycle. Once you recognize what your body is doing, you can respond gently, not with restriction, not with anxiety, but with small adjustments that support natural rhythms. This mindset shift often improves both digestion and sleep, and improvement does not require perfection, it requires awareness. If nighttime digestion has been bothering you, you're not alone. These changes are common after 40, and in most cases, they are manageable. If you found this helpful, consider watching the next video in this series. We'll continue exploring how sleep and aging affect the body in simple, practical ways.